This is a continuation of the previous video with the title Learn CSS Flexbox in 7 minutes. In that video, I talked about the CSS Flexbox and all the flex properties that affect the flex items all at once. Link is in the description below. In this video, I will talk about the flex properties that affect the flex items individually. Stay tuned. If you are new to the web development world, you should be aware that you are going to use a lot of CSS Flexbox as a front-end developer. This channel offers a lot of tutorials on that, so I recommend you to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new video uploads. On my screen here, I have the flex container and 4 flex items from my last video. The first property I will talk about is the order property. The order property specifies the order of the flex items. The order value must be a number and default value is 0. For example, I want to reorder my 4 flex items on my screen here. I will give child 1 another value of 3, child 2 another value of 4, child 3 another value of 1, and child 4 another value of 2. You can see that I have been able to change the order of the flex items. Anytime you decide to use the order property, it is important that you assign each flex item an order value. For example, I will delete the order property for child 2, 3, and 4, leaving child 1 behind. Child 1 has an order value of 3, but it is in the 4th position as you can see here on my screen. That is because the rest of the flex items has a default order value of 0, since I have not given them any value. Therefore, they would come before child 1, which has an order value of 3. Next property is the flex grow. The flex grow property specifies how much a flex item will grow relative to the rest of the flex items. The value must be a number and the default is 0. For example, I will define a flex grow property for each of my 4 flex items and give them different values. 4, 3, 2, and 1 respectively. Let me increase the window so you can see the difference. Now my flex items have different widths, with child 4 being the least and child 1 being the largest. Next property is the flex shrink property. The flex shrink property specifies how much a flex item will shrink relative to the rest of the flex items. To demonstrate this property, I will add 3 more flex items. I will define a flex shrink property on child 3 and assign a value 2. This will reduce the width of child 3 to a size twice less than the rest of the items. This is because default value is 1. If I change the value to 3, you can see it is reduced further. Next is the flex basis property. The flex basis property specifies the initial length of a flex item before the remaining space is distributed to fit the rest of the flex items. All my flex items are already set to a width of 100 pixels each. I will define a flex basis property on child 3 and assign it a value of 900 pixels. Let me maximize my window so you can see. So child 3 having a length of 900 pixels has taken much of the space, while the rest of the flex items have been squeezed to fit the container. The final property I will show you is the align self property. The align self property specifies the alignments of the selected flex item in the parent container. Let me define an align self property on child 3 and assign value center, and that should move it to the vertical center of the container. This property overrides the flex container property align items, which aligns all items in the container. For example, I will put an align items property in the flex container and assign it flex end. Now all the items have been moved to the bottom of the container except child 3, which maintains its center position. That is because the align self property on child 3 overrides the align items property on the flex container. There you have it guys, 5 flex properties that affect individual flex items. For the video on flex properties that affects the flex items all at once, click the link in the description below. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to smash the like button, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new video uploads. Thank you for staying with me until the end, and I'll see you in another video.